Yes, respected friends, welcome, congratulations, submissions, and the prayers together that we are saved to be on this path relentlessly till we reach the goal. Loka Sevaka, Dharma Sthapaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Dharma Samstapaka, hmm, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta, Samskruta, Bhasha, Jnata. Each of these characteristics, when we even imagine them in our heart, how full and fulfilling that feeling is. And actually, if we reach to the heights of each one of them, how wonderful will be our life. And to achieve all this, all Purushartha Samarthya is given to us. Rather, whatever Purushartha Samarthya given to us is only to achieve these things. Wherever we lack whatever, to compensate it, to complete it, we also are always provided with these six infinite sources of the Parabrahma Tattva, of the Ishvara Tattva, of the Shakti Tattva, of the Devata Gana Tattva, of the Guru Gana Tattva, and also of the Shastra Gana Tattva. They all are fully available for us all the time to invoke their grace blessings. When these things are very clear in our understanding, and when we are avoiding in doing all these things ourselves, there is a completeness, there is the feeling of Purnata in us. May we all achieve that very, very soon without any much delay or difficulty. Friends, continuing the Shwethashwathara Upanishad, Adhenam Prathamodhyaya, ninth mantra, Jiva Ishwara, ideas are clearly told. Substratum of that is the Paramatma. Knowing him is moksha, it is said. In the similar terms, in the 10th mantra, which we have to study today, the Pradhana and the Purusha are explained to us in a subtle form, and they also are separated by the same Paramatma Tattva. And our job is to identify, realize that Paramatma Tattva only for the moksha. There is no other way. Therefore, we should not think about anything else for the moksha. Anything else we think, we do, so many things we achieve, but not the moksha. These clarities, these convictions we have to gain. For that only these mantras and the bhashyas. May we invoke the grace of Guru Parampara, the Lord Shruti Mata, to be able to correctly, clearly, completely grasp the guidance given, and then we be committed to encash the life opportunity given by doing the sadhana and reaching the goal. Let us do the study of this 10th mantra with Bhashyam today. Before that, our everyday like prayer, everyday like our sankalpa, and everyday like our common sense thought. Today's common sense thought is very simple, very direct, unambiguous. Five words, if you can remember, and the meaning of those five words and whatever that to be done there, if we do, the work is done. Just 5 words. First word is the word doing. Engage always in doing only. All the sadhanas. Spare not ourselves. We have to keep on doing our japa sadhanas, our upasana sadhanas. Whatever are there, keep on doing them. The parayanams, the studies, the coming to the classes, ये सारे आध्यात्मिक क्रिया है, आध्यात्मिक कर्म है. Keep doing. Why there is confusion in this? What ambiguity is there in it? And these are the noble doings, isn't it? They'll have beautiful, noble, covetable, excellent consequences or the results. Because we don't do, the chance is given to the mind for all worries, all imaginations, etc. Engage in doing with the faith that these are the noble doings going to give the noble results. So, doing in life, as long as our energies permit, we have to keep on doing only. The physical, the mental energies. When we are tired, yeah, recoup that energy by whatever requirements of the food eating and the taking of rest. Once those two are done, again, where are we? Back to doing only. Like the Karshakas, the farmers. सुबह 6 से शाम को 6 तक go on doing only. The missionaries have come nowadays. Still, there is a joy in many farmers who are engaged in doing. And evening 6, they come, they are so tired, exhausted. They take that food, by 8 o'clock they sleep, and morning 4:30 they get up. Again to go back to do. Karshaka, Krushiwalaha, they are called. We also have to be in that continuous mode of doing. Spare not ourselves. Only when we don't do, then for the mind to worry, for the senses and body, the thoughts of bhoga or nidra they come. Conversely, how to conquer the thoughts of nidra and bhoga? By continuously doing. Not give a chance at all to them. Given a chance, they just consume us. We'll no more be spared by them. बस खा जाएंगे वो हमको. So the first thing is doing Narayana. Mm. Keep on doing, in which we have to lose ourselves. We have to forget ourselves. All our faculties are also offered in the doing, and thereby we are not even aware of them. We are transcending them. But the doings are noble doings. What we have already mentioned. We are talking exclusively for the Adhyatmic sadhakas. In this doing, we are deliberately not including the doings of the outer worldly sevas, assuming that you have finished all those responsibilities. हो चुका है. अब शुद्ध आध्यात्मिक है हम, उस दृष्टि से ये बात नहीं है. तो इन द डूइंग्स दोज आल्सो यू कैन ऐड, बट देयर इज नो एंड टू देम. दे ओनली एग्जॉस्ट अस, दे ओनली मेक अस टायर्ड एंड ऑल, एंड नॉट मच फल होगा. एक स्टेज था उसका, हो चुका है ना. our duties, our responsibilities, our services to the world are to some extent only. Thereafter, we have to withdraw from them, become fully engaged in spiritual unfoldment. This is our main goal. They are not goals. They cannot be goals. They are only the means for some purification. That's it. So engage in doing all the time. Required. Second one, little higher than this, is knowing, wherein the knowing faculty of intellect is engaged. In that, the Shravana, the Adhyayana, the vicharana. These three things are done. Little subtler sadhana, by which we are knowing the whole phenomena outer that's happening, the whole drama inner that is happening. We should know everything, as it is taught to us in the Shastras, the knowledge about the truth, the knowledge about the power of the truth, the knowledge about the expression of that power and its functions. This vast oceanic knowledge is there, to know which, we have to go on engaging. Buddhi go. Know the knowledge aspect of it. The Brahma Jnana, the Tattva Jnana, the Maya Jnana, we talk intellectual knowledges. In the Jiva Jnana, the Upadhi Jnana, the Jagat Jnana, in that also it's a vast thing. Why all these stars are there, solar systems are there, galaxies are there, what is the movement in them, what's the purpose of them, what is the connection between them and us. ये सारा भयंकर knowledge है, सब आध्यात्मिक only. Knowing Jiva Bhava, Jiva Gati, knowing different lokas that exist, that we are sent to for our refinements, purifications, trainings. There's so many things to know. Know the body, know the prana, know the mind, know the intellect, know their debilities, their abilities, their binding effects, the way they help us in liberation, what way we have to tune to them or master them. ये सारा knowledge है, which no school colleges teach. Only in our shastras, the satsangas, the sacred knowledge is taught. आध्यात्मिक ज्ञान की बात है ना, the upasya brahma, the upasana, the upasaka lakshanas, then the phala of that, to which lokas we go to by doing what. ये सब ज्ञान है. कौन जाएगा पितृलोक, कौन जाएगा गंधर्वलोक, यक्षलोक, किन्नरलोक, किम पुरुषलोक, सिद्धलोक, चारणलोक, स्वर्गलोक, महरलोक, जनोलोक, तपोलोक, सत्यलोक. Who are the jivas there? Who go there? So to the below adholokas of, है ना, the Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Rasatala, Talatala, Mahatala, Patala, and then all other the lokas of Pashu Yoni, Paksha Yoni, सरीसृप योनि, कीटक योनि, मृग योनि. कौन जा रहे, किस कारण से जा रहे हैं, हमको जानना है. That only the what is dharma, what is the dharma, what is the papa, what is the punya. All this is knowing. आध्यात्मिक संबंधी वर्ण वर्ण dharmas, ashrama dharmas, knowing about the parents, our way of relation with them, guru, and how we have to behave with that guru. See, ये सारा ज्ञान के बिना ही बुद्धू की तरह mechanically we just live, getting some information from our elders and watching them. और वो जो कर रहे हैं हम करते. But पक्का knowledge इन सबका, knowing from the absolute truth knowledge onwards, all this. उसमें भी सब है about the temple, the need of temples, upasanas, need of the upasanas, tirtha kshetras, need of going to them. See how wonderfully our Skanda Purana is teaching. Yesterday we have concluded our in the Vaishnava Khanda, Bhumi Varaha Khanda. Today Utkala Khanda will start. Utkala Kshetra Mahima. Dravida Utkala Vanga. So how many for us there to know? Our intellect is capable of it. And that all information is very good, useful for us also. We can help others too. Human being can know, Baba. Other animals cannot know. The Swargavasi be, they are busy in enjoying what they have done. Narakavasis are busy in getting the result of their papa done. Even other lokas also busy in some are the other talent, some are the other performances, some of the other bhoga only. Karma phala. मनुष्य को क्या है ना, शक्ति है जानने का, मजेदार होता है. Knowing. The jignasa is the cause because of which All sciences and all knowledges have developed. So all of them are bhautika jignasas. We are more specifically talking about adhyatmika jignasas. Why should we deny of that knowledge? Why? What's wrong in knowing it? Why are we keeping ourselves away from that? Why we are shying? Shy शर्म क्यों कर रहे हैं, या शर्मा रहे हैं, या lazy है, या neglecting है, or we may not know the need of it. Whatever reason, we are not at all knowing it. The Shravanam, Adhenam leads to that knowing. Little contemplation. Contemplation leads to the confirmation of some of those knowings. We have to know the Jivana Vidhana, the Mukti Marga, the Bandhana Karana. इतना clear that knowledge होना चाहिए. A bhogi, an indulgent person, lost in that bhoga. Therefore, his intellect is dull-witted. उसका कोई उपयोग नहीं हो रहा है. Maximum, that intellect knows only what the Indriyas, body, mind wants. Like your own servant. He has lot of talents, but then you use him only for some specific works. Though he is capable of many things, because only those works you want. But otherwise, you can do a lot. Even if you can't do, you can get him trained. है ना? कोई सर्वेंट करो, उसको 10 काम सिखाओ और 10 काम कराओ. नहीं कराते, एक आध दो. In the same way, buddhi is capable of knowing more, but the indriyas mana enslave in it. Therefore, buddhi is always thinking about how to procure the bhoga vastus. पक्का पामर संसारी का ऐसा उपयोग होता है बुद्धि का. बट हम सोच रहे हैं बुद्धि का कैपेसिटी को समझ रहे हैं, तो यूज इट फॉर नोइंग 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 नोइंग, always in that pursuit of knowledge. There, how many sciences are there for us to know? In spirituality only, knowing of karma yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, ashtanga yoga, with all those details. Yoga darshan, how vast, beautiful that subject is. Why can't we know? Why should not we know? Bhakti Shastras, what's wrong in knowing it? है ना? So, when we are engaged in knowing also, and we know that not knowing is cause of problems, knowing sorts out problems. जितना ज्ञान बढ़ जाता है उतना समस्याएं घट जाते हैं. Therefore, knowing is also a noble thing. That's why we are not engaging ourselves either in doing or in knowing. Therefore, we are always in some or the other wrong things and suffering. क्या हमको सेल्फ रेस्पेक्ट नहीं है? क्या हमें तरक्की नहीं करना है? हमें अपना रास्ता नापना है. We have to work for our evolution. How long on the other things and beings we depend and we get enslaved? Those are only there for this life. They don't deserve that much time, whoever they may be. Anybody, any relation, very relative, it is not absolute. उसका नाम ही और relative कहा है ना. How can you give absolute value to the relative and deny the absolute value to the absolute? इस तरह से we have to engage in knowing, knowing, knowing. Every day some hours have to be spent in knowing. Some are forgotten, again you refresh yourself for again knowing it. Like गीता भूल गए फिर से पढ़ो, उपनिषद भूल गए फिर से पढ़ो. भूलते हैं because that's what our capacity. But repeatedly when we do, the knowing remains strong. Like for outer worldly person also, he should know different naukaris, different people management techniques, success management techniques. He'll have to engage in knowing so much. The more he knows, the more he'll be getting the opportunities, employments, and he can earn also. So to the other abilities, talents, if he knows, he can make friends, he can start organizations, he can propitiate people, he can make them happy, take help from them. अब ये सारा नॉलेज से ही होते हैं. The more knowledgeable people are in these things, the more they are making their lives enjoy. So, knowing is the second thing, obviously. Now, the third one is called as being. being. And in that being, we can talk about only three things: being peaceful, being happy, and being one with the self. Here, there is no doing or knowing, they are fulfilled, just being in that mode. Like we saw, the peaceful is Shama, the being happy is the Santosha. You know, Moksha Dware Dwarapalaha, Chatvara Samprakirtitaha, Shamo Vichara Santoshaha, Chaturdaha, Sadhu Sangamaha. हमने देखा ना, उनमें से ये दो, बीइंग पीसफुल बाय चॉइस, at peace and ease. What is capable by us, that only we are doing good things. Be at peace. What has to come to as a result, that alone can come. Receive it, be at peace, be at ease. Being at peace and ease is a great achievement. Not lazy, not irresponsible. जो करना है कर ही रहे हैं. Yet we are maintaining that peace. All the Siddha Purushas, Mahatmas are in that inner great peace because there is no ambiguity to them regarding anything whatsoever. They know and they do. Therefore, they are at peace. And then also being in that mood of happiness. Happiness is relative, but we can use the mood of contentment. Trupti, Shanti, and Tushti. Trupta, up to the brim level. Huh? We have seen what is what. We have gone through. Yeah, that's what is its limit. We know what tongue taste. We know what ears and their enjoyment through that. सब पता है हमको, इसलिए तृप्त है बस. Being contented. And the highest is being the self. This is the ultimate goal. I am that Brahman. And yesterday we saw in our Tattvopadesha how Bhagavan Shankara is guiding us through the Tattvamasi Mahavakya to discover and be that self. And our text, Shwethashwathara also, the present topic that's discussed is that only. So the being, I am the being, nothing to become there. Becoming is suffering. Being is beyond all sufferings. Just be the self, be that Satchidananda Atma. And we are always that only. Sit in that position. Why going out of it? And becoming Jiva and becoming Jagra, Swapna, Sushupti, Purusha, becoming man and woman, becoming rich and poor, becoming father, husband or wife or daughter, or becoming, ये becoming वाला ही सब problem है. All of becoming is through upadhi. And upadhis have nothing but take away the reality from us and give us the limitations they can give. See, अपने आप को परमात्मा से दूर ले जाकर सीमाओं में डाल देते हैं हमको उपाधियां, कंडीशंस में, लिमिटेशंस में डालते हैं. That's why the one who is being, he is alone is happy. The one who is becoming is only becoming miserable. In all becoming happy is only a question of time to become miserable again. It's just a question of time that becoming will inevitably give more दुख only. कुछ भी बनो, आप देखो डॉक्टर बन गया, ये बनने तक की बात है, बन के और दुखी है फिर. He'll have to wait for patients. If they don't come, there is problem. If they come, there is problem. If they give good fees, there is a problem. If they don't give, there is a problem. सब में दुखी है. Anything you become in this world, we are only two things in life: one being happy or becoming miserable. Just being happy or becoming miserable. Tough to digest, but not impossible. You have to use. लड़ना, अपने दिमाग को लड़ाना है जानने के लिए, जानने के लिए. So being is the third thing. First is doing, second is knowing, third is being. Fourth, when these three we are tired of doing, not able to be in that mood, always there for our rescue is the fourth one, called as praying. Wonderful. Praying to that Almighty, to that Lord who is The Ishvara running the show of the world, listening to all, watching all, empowering all, the one who responds to all. Our inadvertence also he responds. Our being careless also he responds to. Our prayers, upasanas, bhaktis, to that also he responds. Such Ishvara praying to him. It's a beautiful thing. Praying for removal of negative, praying for the obtainment of the positive, praying for the spiritual evolution. Always praying में asking होता है. Keep on asking, asking, praying, asking. In the praying, स्तुति वगैरह करेंगे और उनसे मांगेंगे. See, वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा. This is a prayer. Nirvignam kurume deva sarvakaryeshu sarvada. This is asking. Saraswati namastubhyam. Prayer. Varade kamarupani vidyanam karishyami siddhir bhavatame sada. Asking. Beautiful, that's not wrong. Because when we ask, we are given. Without asking, we are not given. Why can't we ask when somebody is there to give? So that praying is also a beautiful thing in which we can engage and being healthy. Again, even if this prayer also is not done, we are in our own egos, regrets and guilts. एक तरफा all बेवकूफ़ी नेगेटिव करते जाएंगे, the other side the regrets and guilts feel करते जाएंगे. What is the funny? ज्ञान दो, विचारणा शक्ति दो, निष्ठा दो, तपशक्ति दो. When we pray to him, he gives. No, we are not praying. Where did we pray to him? भगवान मुझे संस्कृत ज्ञान दो. We are with the Lord in such a way. तुम्हारे मजबूर है तो दे दे, नहीं तो भाग यहाँ से. Like that we are with the God. We make it that भगवान की मजबूरी है, उनकी जरूरत है, not ours. That's how we pray or we don't pray. आवश्यकताएं जानकर उनसे मांगो भैया. Praying is a very good thing. मैं तो करता हूँ. भगवान give me ability, stamina to study Shastra, to talk on them, to digest them, to understand them, to do the prayer. जितना करो उतना अच्छा है. जितना ज़्यादा करो उतना अच्छा है. Today's prayer makes us qualified person for tomorrow, for doing, knowing, being. Prayer. Okay, the fourth one is praying. Last one is preparing. Preparing is what? Our swadharma karma, we do them without phalapeksha. Then that clears the antakarna, makes it shuddha, which qualifies us for these four. The spiritual doings, spiritual knowings, spiritual beings, and spiritual prayings. To do all these, the required antakarana shuddhi is obtained when we do our duties, etc. Niswartha bhavena, that we call it as preparing. All our lives' outer duties are only preparations for our inner duty. So sarva dharman kar liya. Then your heart has become purified. Then paritejya un sabko. Then mamekam sharanam raja. In that mamekam sharanam raja, doing, knowing, being, praying, only things related to Bhagavan. That's the meaning of mamekam sharanam raja. Karte karte, all that papa means the ignorance goes away. Once the ignorance is replaced by knowledge about our own self, where is moha? No moha. Where is no moha? Where is shoka? There is no shoka. Therefore, ma shuchaha. Shucha means ma shucha, don't cry. Don't have shoka. Very good mantra. Sarvadharman can be anytime, anywhere referred. From that, infinite amount of information, knowledge, inspiration, guidance we can get. So, in this way, 5 things today we have learned. Going on doing, going on knowing, being and praying and preparing. Busy in that bus. दिन तो भी गुजर ही रहे. अब जाने का टाइम तो आएगा ही. अब जाएंगे तो कहाँ जाएंगे? डिपेंडिंग ऑन ये वाला. And such person who is doing all this, he need not worry about what will happen towards the end next. He will not have the dard bhare nagma. जाए तो जाए कहाँ समझेगा कौन यहाँ दर्द भरे दिल की जुआ ऐसा कुछ है. That will not be there. I know what to do. I am doing what I know, and I know where will I reach. Bas sukoon. I am doing my sadhanas pakka. I am doing, I am knowing, I am trying to be, and also I am praying, and whatever little bit preparations that have been have done. अब हो गया. It is the ball is in Lord's court. He has put the ball in our court. We are not able to play it properly. This is the proper play from our side. Then we can command him. आप देखो जो मेरे को मौका दिया आपने, मैंने सब कर दिया. आप बताओ. अब क्या बताओ चलो. I'll promote you. That's what the Lord will say. He'll have to promote us. When performance is good, when the CR is good, definitely we'll be promoted. So these are the ones for our better CR, better estimatings, better estimations, better ratings. When we do all these 5 things, हमारे ratings values बढ़ेंगे. Then ऊपर वाला देख ही रहा है सारा. So then the life will be beautiful, smooth. Not engaging in them, giving a chance to the mind. You know, माइंड क्या है ना, वो क्या क्या हमसे सोचवाता है, कराता है, और इतना दुखी कराता है, रुलाता है. अधर्म पाप कराते हुए, तमोगुण रजोगुण कराते हुए, द रिजल्ट ऑफ इट दुख इट गिव्स अस. दिस इज व्हाट इज अ माइंड that is to be transcended. How? By we devaluing it. How? Engage in these things. That's it. Correct? Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्. ओम करुणावरुणालय पालय मां भवसागरदुःखविदूनहृदं रचयाखिलदर्शनतत्त्वविदं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्. ओम ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः. श्री श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः. अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्म से वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृते पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वध्यात्मक प्रकृति एकता शांति पूर्वभिवृद्ध्यर्थम धर्म संस्थापकानाम अस्माकं सह निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि मंदिराणाम आश्रमाणाम पुण्य दिव्य क्षेत्राणाम विश्वविद्यालय भूभागादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रूणां शाश्वत रूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थं शाश्वत रूपेण विश्वे मोक्ष धर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणार्थं अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सर्वेषां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मदिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मभक्ति भगवद्देवता गुरुशास्त्रसत्सङ्गसाधना सेवाभक्त्यादीनां द्वारा मातापितृ देशधर्म सनातनधर्मभक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थम् अनेकशास्त्राणामध्ययन साधनाप्रयत्नमध्ये श्रीकृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्यशङ्करभाष्यसमेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे आदौ पारायणं. Friends, let us chant from 11th to 16th or 17th of second adhyaya as our parayanam. Om अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः. Om 11 onwards I am doing. निहारधूमार्कानिलानलानां खद्योतविद्युत्स्फटिकशशीनाम् एतानि रूपाणि पुरःसराणि ब्रह्मण्यभिव्यक्तिकराणि योगे पृथ्व्यप्तयजो निरखे समुत्थिते पञ्चात्मके योगगुणे प्रवृत्ते न तस्य रोगो न जरा न मृत्युः प्राप्तस्य योगाग्निमयं शरीरं लघुत्वमारोग्यमलोलुपत्वं वर्णप्रसादं स्वरसौष्ठवं च गन्धः शुभो मूत्रपुरीशमल्पं योगप्रवृत्तिं प्रथमां वदन्ति यथैव बिम्बं मृतयोपलिप्तं तेजोमयं भ्राजते तत्सुधान्तं तद्वात्मतत्त्वं प्रसमीक्ष्य देहि एकः कृतार्थो भवते वीतशोकः यदात्मतत्त्वेन तु ब्रह्मतत्त्वं दीपोपमेनेह युक्तः प्रपश्येद अजं ध्रुवं सर्वतत्त्वैर्विशुद्धं ज्ञात्वा देवं मुच्यते सर्वपाशैः एषः देवः प्रदिशोऽनुसर्वाः पूर्वोह जातः सौगर्भे अन्तः स एव जातः स जनिष्यमाणः प्रत्यङ्जनास्तिष्ठति सर्वतोमुखः यो देवो अग्नौ योऽप्सु यो विश्वं भुवनमाविवेश य ओषधीषु यो वनस्पतिषु तस्मै देवाय नमो नमः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः शान्तिमन्त्रः. ओम सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्. So the 10th mantra directly let us enter into Sambandha Bhashya. What Bhagavan said was Jeeva Ishwarayoho Vibhagam Darshayitva. Who is Jiva and who is Ishvara? The Brahman alone through Samashti Upadhi and Veshti Upadhi. Tad Vijnanat. That Brahman who is expressing as Jiva and Ishvara through Veshti and Samashti Upadhi, Tad Brahma Vijnanat Amrutatvam Darshitam. In the earlier mantra, the immortality has been indicated, guided. We have to seek it. How much our heart is understanding it, how much our zeal and zest or inspiration, enthusiasm to be that, all that determine whether we are true spiritual seekers or yet we are in the womb or fetus only, not yet delivered as sadhakas, as a fetus in the womb. अभी हम परिपक्व नहीं हुए साधक बनने को. So we have already told you Amritatva Prapti Sadhana by Jiva Ishvara Bheda. Saying that reject both of them, directly contemplate on whom these upadhis are superimposed. Through upadhi is called as Jiva Ishvara. इदानीम अब आप क्या बढ़ा रहे कि प्रधान ईश्वरयोः वैलक्षण्यं दर्शयित्वा. The pradhana, the prakriti, the maya and its adhishvara, Ishvara, their vailakshanyam, their specifications. Darshayitva. Here also, Tadvijnanat. What is Tadvijnana? Here, this is Ishvara, this is his Maya Shakti. Both are not independent. They are dependent on the third factor, the Brahman. This is all called Tadvijnana. And the next level of Tadvijnana is knowing that and knowing that substratum to be ourselves. Again, with that, Amritatvam Darshayati. So therefore, All knowledge, guidance given in Upanishads is only to indicate to us to reach to the Amrutattva sthiti. We are already that sthita Amrita, but उससे तादात्म्य कराता है. Because all bondage, dukkha, misery is only in the mruti, in the death. You know, every bhaya, every dukkha is there in death. Before death, the change. Before the death and change, there is a birth. Everything is uncertain. जन्म जरा रोग भय मृत्यु ये सारा मिलकर संसार है. तो वन वर्ड अमृता यूज मीन्स free from murti. One word free from murti means free from all these things. Murti also means changes. Murti also means continuously being in the state of efforts, state of miseries. From that one gets freed amrutatvam. So pradhana ishwarayoho vailakshanyam darshayitva tadvijnanat amrutatvam darshayit. So we are just living in a blind life with a delusion, with all vasanas, ignorance guided. Now we get the jnanam. That is all prakriti, pradhana, and this is purusharthi, ishvara. This is how the scale between both of them. Our goal is to go beyond both purusha and pradhana and realize the tattva, the atman as ourselves. ये हमको पक्का जानना है. उपनिषद alone teach us this मोक्षा विद्या अमृत विद्या. बाकी सारे में बंध विद्या है, वो मृत विद्या है. And what will happen once you become doctor? I serve. Then what will happen? I go on serving. Then what will happen? I'll open lots of branches. Then I'll go on serving. Then what will happen? What will happen? One day I will die. Therefore, the medical knowledge finally is cannot avoid the mrityu. I become lawyer. One day, die. I become minister. One day, die. Everything is ending in death. And when we are born again, we will be starting from LKG, UKG only. Suddenly, आपको डॉक्टर को पोस्ट नहीं देते. Understood? But this realization of the self is, I am that immortal self. There is no Janma Maranani, total samsara. Actually, Janma Marana mein hi bandhan hai. The one who knows it, going beyond that alone, there is moksha. The one who knows it, he alone goes for Vedanta or spirituality. Otherwise, ये सब जिनको पता नहीं है ना, देह से मरना है तो मरने दो, बट लेट अस एंजॉय. पकोड़े खाते हुए मरेंगे, गुलाब जाम खाते हुए मरेंगे. सो दैट इज देयर वे ऑफ लाइफ. बट जिनको पता है कि इन जन्म एंड मरण देयर इज पेन, but there is a state of being where is no pain because no janma marana because it's amrita. जिनको पता है, then they seek it. You have to be a thinker. So a thinker alone can be spiritual. About बंध मोक्ष जन्म मरण सुख दुख इसका हम सोचते ही नहीं है, ऐसे ही चलते रहते हैं. 99%, 90% of our life is in a mood of intoxication, like there is a fellow always in a drunk mood. Only 4 and 5 hours maximum is out of the drink. Because तुरंत तो available नहीं है. Otherwise, all the day is in that mood. We are also in the mood as if a drunkard intoxicant. Keep on doing only without knowing these pairs of bandha, moksha, janma, mrityu, all that. Right? Now, what is the mantra? Ksharam pradhanam amrutaksharam haraha ksharatmanavishate deva ekaha tasyabhidhyanat yojanat tattvabhavat bhuyaschante vishwamaya nivrittihi. Again, ksharam pradhanam amrutaksharam haraha ksharatmanavishate deva ekaha तस्याभिध्यानात् योजनात् तत्वभावात् भूयश्चान्ते विश्वमाया निवृत्तिः. A very good shloka, a complete shloka as regards the information concerned for sadhana knowledge. बढ़िया सा है, very clear भी है. So ksharam pradhanam, there is called as something pradhana, the prakriti maya. It being jada, it is kshara. Then there is something Akshara, that is Amrita Swarupa Paramatma. He is also called as Haraha. Then Kshara and Atma, the Pradhana, Prakriti, Maya. Now here the Atma is the one who is conditioned by that Kshara, the Prakriti, the Pradhana at the individual level called as Jiva. Ishate. Both are being controlled, ruled, governed by Ekaha Devaha, that one without second Brahman reality. What is our goal? Tasya Abhidhyanat. By doing the dhyana of him. Then second one is Yojanat. Doing the dhyana so much that we are doing yojana tuned to him, leading to what? Tattva bhavat. Knowing that in tattva rupa or essentially I am that only. So avidhyana leads to yojana, yojana leads to tattva bhava. Abhidhyana is the intellectual work. Yojana is little subtler thing where we are intellectually only accepting that we are that and that alone. Tattva bhava means we have become one with it. तस्य अविद्यानात् तस्य योजनात् तस्य तत्वभावात् भूयश्चान्ते means when this process is done, whatever obstacles were there of, let us say, ajnana and vasanas, while experiencing the self, ante, they all get ended, they go away. Then what will happen? विश्व माया निवृत्ति, विश्व रूपी माया अभी नहीं रहेगा. There is no world other than Brahman. Only Brahman is there. That anubhuti comes. That's called as moksha. That is here put in a different way. Vishwamaya nivrutti. So Jiva Jagat Ishwara Rupi Triputi Maya or Bhokta Bhoga Bhogya Rupi Maya. All of that will no more be there. Will be direct experience of that truth, which is one without second. So the three sadhanas are Abhidhyana, Yojana, Tattva Bhava. Never forget them. Before that, the knowledge. Ksharam Pradhanam Amrutaksharam. Then Haraha, Ekaha, Ishaha, Kshara Atmanam Ishate. Then Tasya Avidhyana, Tasya Yojana, Tasya Tattva Then, क्या कहते हैं? Bhuyaha cha ante. Bhuya means again and again when we go on doing it. Ante means all obstacles when they go away. Vishwamaya nivrittihi. There is no more the delusion that there is something other than Brahman. It's a delusion, something other than Paramatma. That bhavana, that ajnana is the moha. There is nothing other than Brahman. He alone is there. Directly it is experienced. Right? Now what Bhashyakara guides us in this? Let us see. Bhashyam we are studying. Ksharam Pradhanam Amrutaksharam Haraha iti. Means ये वाला श्लोक आपको explain कर रहे. First line he referred and said, this is what is under discussion. So the secretary proposes that point. Yes, so this is the topic to be discussed today in our today executive committee meeting. Like that, this shloka, Kshara Pradhanam Amrutaksharam Haraha iti. That is under our consideration now. Now starting. Avidyadehe Haranat Parama Ishwaraha Haraha. Why the Parabrahma is called as Haraha here? Because in the pursuit of him, Avidya Adi, which were the cause of samsara, Haranat, they get harita or destroyed. Avidya Adi means Avidya Kama Karma Rupi. Hriday Granthi or Avidya Moha Punya Papa, then Janma Marana Rupi. Adi का अर्थ ये सारा ऐड करना है. Which are the samsara, which are the bandhana. So avidyadehe haranat parama ishwaraha haraha. That Parabrahman here called as Hara. Hara is not Lord Shiva with the snake, etc. Here Hara is Parabrahma. Because in the realization of the Brahman, avidyadi go away. So avidyadehe haranat, that parama ishwaraha is Haraha. Keep that in mind. Point 1. Point 2. Amrutam cha tad aksharam cha. Amrutam janma jara roga mrityu adi rahita. Therefore aksharam imperishable. So amruta aksharam. That is a amruta akshara word ka meaning hai. Amrutam immortal, non-dying. Therefore akshara imperishable. जो मृत है वो अक्षर होता होता मरण को प्राप्त करता है. जो अमृत है, जो इमोर्टल है, नेवर डाइंग, why will it go through any क्षरता, रिडक्शन, रिडक्शन, रिडक्शन एंड डिस्ट्रक्शन? नहीं होता. तो अमृत होने के कारण अक्षर है, अमृताक्षरम, अमृतम अक्षरम. Then what is the meaning of it? Amritam Brahma eva. Amritam is Brahman. That Brahman alone, Ishwara iti arthaha. So Brahma alone with his Maya Shakti is expressing as Ishwara, and both Ishwara and Brahma, though not two, they are Amrita and Akshara. Okay. Saha Ishwara. That Ishwara, here the Amrita, the Brahma only, because he has capacity of giving moksha, removing the avidyadi, therefore is called as Haraha as well as Ishwara. Saha Ishwara. Kshara Atmanau. Kshara means Pradhana. Atma means Purusha, the Jiva. Ishate. The Prakriti Purush. We all have the Prakriti, the matter aspect. Identifying with that, we behave like that Purusha, the Jiva. Both of them are Ishate, Ishte. He rules them, he controls them, he governs them with his presence. Nirguna Brahma Rupena, he is there present as an Adhisthana. Saguna Maya Rupena is there as Ishvara in giving us the phala of the karmas done, punya and pap and sadhana. पुण्य कर्म का फल, पाप कर्म का फल, साधना कर्म का फल देने के लिए वो ईश्वर के रूप में है, एंड अधिष्ठान के रूप में ब्रह्म के रूप में है. Therefore, in these two ways, he ishate, he rules, governs both me, the jiva, and the prakriti with which all the upadhis are made. So, saha ishvara kshara atmanau pradhanam purushau ishate, ishte, and devaha, that is pure conscious blissful Brahman only, ekaha, the one who is one without second. Then chit sat ananda advitiyaha paramatma. So there, who is that Ishvara here, who is controlling both Pradhana and Jiva? Not the Ishvara which we generally call Jiva Jagat Ishwarwala. No. Here the Ishvara is Chitsadananda Advitiya Parabrahma only. As we said, Chitsadananda Advitiya Brahma is first. Is the Prakriti existing? Existing. Is the Jiva existing? Existing. That existence to them is given by that Parabrahma Swarup. Then this Purusha with this Prakriti, is he doing all the karma or not? Yeah. He has to be rewarded with the phala? Yes. At that time, that Ishvara definition changes from the Adhisthana Nirguna Brahma to the Ishvara with total Maya under his control. In these both ways, by being Adhisthana as well as by being the giver of the karma phala, as a Brahman and as Ishvara, that Ishvara is the, what do you call, Ishate, rules, governs both the Prakriti and Purusha. He is governing, ruling Prakriti, is ordering that Prakriti to become convenient for this Purusha, to go through both. Phala of the Papa Karma, Phala of the Punya Karma, Phala of the Sadhana Karma. उस तरह से वो प्रकृति को प्रॉम्प्ट करते हैं, because Prakriti is under his control. At that time, he is Ishvara. Beyond that, he himself is Brahman. Chitsadananda Advitiya Brahma. At that time, his Ishana is just being the substratum. So, me, my Prakriti, it has substratum, that is Brahman. And me with my Prakriti doing all the karma. For that, the result he gives, the Brahman only. But at that time, is Ishvara with his Maya Shakti. Having said so, Tasya, now the next important line, Tasya Paramatmana, of that Paramatma, not Jiva, not the Pradhana, of that Paramatma, Abhidhyanat, Abhidhyana karne se. Abhi means always, in all situations. Totally dedicating ourselves only to that. Abhidhyana, Abhitaha Paritaha. Like the one who loves somebody, for that body is always engaged to do something or that. That's called Abhiseva. और वो प्रेमिका को इतना सेवा करने में लगे रहते. Like that mother of a small child. She is so loving toward that child. So 24 घंटे she will be doing only seva to that child. That's called Abhi. As the child become independent, then वो कम होता है उनका. So Abhi word I am telling. Abhi means all the time. Not Hindi में अभी अभी करो बाद में मत करो. In Sanskrit, Abhi means paritaha. By all means, at all situations, with all possibilities made. Abhi, like a government. has to think how to help the praja by all means, at all times, in all situations, in all fronts. एक दो fronts में help किया, बाकी नहीं किया, so then that government is sleeping. Government cannot achieve 100% provision to the world people. It can never. Government cannot, because the needs go on changing. But what's expected out of the government is it is knowing it. The praja needs it and it is going on doing it. खत्म नहीं होता क्या ना. Did the roads and buildings work stopped any time? Did aviation work stopped? Did electricity work stopped? Did the finance work? वो रुकता नहीं, वो काम चलता ही रहता है, वो खत्म नहीं होता उसका. लेकिन करने की इच्छा इज गवर्नमेंट हैज टू डू. इन द सेम वे अभिध्यान मीन्स ऑलवेज. कथम मीन्स योजना. तो अभिध्यान का अर्थ ही योजना है. योजना, योजना का दो अर्थ है. योजना मीन्स ऑल्सो द लॉजिक, योजना मीन्स द प्लानिंग, योजना मीन्स ऑल्सो मीन्स योकिंग. सो हाउ डू यू डू द अभिध्यानम? योजनात्. हाउ डू यू डू द योजनात्? जीवानाम परमात्मा संयोजनात्. So these jivas should be done the sanyojana with Paramatma. Here is what the most crucial thing is there. What is the crucial thing? Just because we are given upadhis and we have the upadhis, why are you keeping yourself away from that Paramatma? We are always with that Paramatma only. We are that Paramatma Sarupa only. That feeling is called as Tattva Yojana. इसलिए जीवानाम परमात्मा संयोजनात्. भाई उपाधियों के कारण सम व्यक्तिकरण हो रहा है मेरा, that doesn't mean that I am away from that Paramatma. That is called a yojana. So avidhyana, information level, yojana, tuning to that Paramatma, leading to what? Leading to the third level. What is the third level? Tattva bhavat. Tattva bhava means finally I am no more separate from him, he and me are one. That is what he says. Aham brahma asmi iti. दिस कॉल्ड एज तत्व भाव. मीन्स तत्व मैं ही हूं ऐसा भाव, मैं ही तत्व हूं ऐसा भाव. अभिध्यान, योजना, तत्व भाव. अभिध्यान you can call it as intellectual convictions. Yojana you can call it as an effort to tune to that self. And tattva bhava means succeeding in that effort, now realizing that I am that. Tattva bhava, what will happen? Ki bhuyascha means asakrut. भूयश्च मीन्स बार बार एब करने से अंते इट लीड्स टू एन एंड रिजल्ट. व्हाट इज द एंड रिजल्ट? अंते मीन्स प्रारब्ध कर्म अंते. वॉट एवर द प्रारब्ध कर्मास वासनास आर देयर व्हेन दे आर गेटिंग टोटली एग्जॉस्टेड. अंते आल्सो मीन्स द टाइम ऑफ द डेथ. अनदर मीनिंग इज यद्वा. अंते मीन्स सो आत्मज्ञान निष्पत्ति ही अंतः. Nishpati means outcome. Swatma Jnana Nishpati means the outcome of the experience that I am the self. That itself is called Anta. Ante. Tasmin Ante. Swatma Jnana Udaya Velayam. Means what? When the awakening of the Atmanubhava happens. At that time, Vishwamaya Nivrittihi. Means what? Sukha Dukkha Moha Atmaka Ashesha Prapancha Rupa Maya Nivrittihi. Sukha, Dukkha, Mohatmaka, Ashesha, Prapancha Rupa Maya gets totally destroyed. When that the Tattva Bhava means the Anubhava comes. For the Tattva Bhava, we have to do the Yojana. For the Yojana, you have to do the Abhidhyana. In that Abhidhyana only, either by our own thinking or under the guidance of the Guru, we come to know that it is only knowing of the self gives the moksha. All that अभिध्यान में आ जाता है. What we talked as knowing in our common sense thought today. Then yojanat is doing all sadhanas required to reject our anatma yukta jiva bhava and trying to identify with the brahma bhava, atma bhava. When we succeed in it, it's called a tattva bhavat. Aham brahmasmi ho chuka hai. Bhuyaha means till it happens, till we still fully established in it, we have to go on doing. Then it leads to ante. Anta means either the anta of all the prarabdha karma or reaching to the Atmanubhava itself is anta because that was the goal. When that happens, Vishwa Maya Nivrutti means Sarva Maya Nivrutti means the Sukha Dukkha Moha Atmaka Sarva Prapancha Nivrutti Upashamaha. Sukha Dukkha Moha Atmaka Ashesha Prapancha Rupa Maya Nivrutti. Sukha Dukkha Moha Atmaka Ashesha Prapancha Maya Nivrutti. So the whole Prapancha is Maya only. When we are lost in it, we are having samsara of Sukha Dukkha and never understanding it, therefore Moha. ये सारा निकल जाएगा once that तत्व भाव हो जाता है हमको. But bhuya is important. Till it happens, we have to go on doing. So a beautiful mantra here, 10th one. Avidhyana, Yojana and Tattva Bhava. These are the three words we have to hold on to. Before that, the knowledge level, Pradhana, then Purusha, both are being guided by that Parabrahma. In Vishnu Sahasranama, the 11th or 12th name is this only. है विश्वम विष्णु वषट्कारः भूतभवे भवत्प्रभुः भूतकृत् भूतभृत् भावः भूतात्मा भूतभावनः भूतात्मा परमात्मा च मुक्तानां परागतिः अव्ययः पुरुषः साक्षी क्षेत्रज्ञ अक्षर एव च योगः योगविदां नेतः. Then so 12 4 16 plus 17 18 19 12 4 16 17 18 19 20th name Pradhana Purusheshwarah is the Ishvara, both Pradhan and Purusha. As we told you, Ishvara in one way by being their substrate, and Ishvara other way by giving the phala to the Purusha, the Jiva, according to his karma, and again he pushing the Pradhana, the Prakriti, convenient to him. In that way, he is the Ishvara. And our job is to meditate on him as the Brahman only. Tasya avidyanat yojanat tattvabhavat bhuyaschante vishwamaya nivrutti. This is how the sadhana to be done is indicated here. अब करते रहने से clarity आता रहेगा. ओम शांति ओम 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 पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो परमऋषिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे नमः. तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. That's thank you. See you tomorrow. Join in 5 minutes to study Gita in Hindi. धन्यवाद संतो.